Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cat's Cottage. I got my coffee with a pretty cup. I hope everybody's got them a hot drink early this morning. And I'm in the kitchen here, and I'm going to take care of my lotus seeds here. I'm going to bring you down so I can show you what I'm fixing to do here. I'm right over the sink. And if y'all recall, I put lotus seeds in the water. Now, when y'all saw me, I had them in a bigger jug. But I moved it to a smaller jug that was more handleable. Anyway, I'm gonna pour it. I'm gonna drain them off. I'm gonna try to be real easy with them. There we go. Let them drain there just a minute. It's out my pitcher. And I'm gonna put some water back because I don't think they're quite ready to come out of here. Okay. Now I want to show y'all what they look like. And they are doing, I would reckon, what they're supposed to do. They're sprouting. So I'm gonna have my hands full when they've got to get up taller, I think, and have a bigger leaf. I mean, a second leaf. I'm sorry, but yeah, these are coming along, and so I'm going to dump these back into my water. Oop, got one hanging on there. It don't want to go. There we go. There they are down in there. And I found that it doesn't really matter, I don't think, about the floating. Now there's one floating. Let me get him and see how he. Yeah, that's correct. He's not sprouted, but I'm going to leave it just in case. He's not hurting anything. Okay, put them right back here. I got them right here because I got this light here. I had them in the other room and it's kind of dark. So, and I'm going to put my flowers back. I cut down my birthday flowers, still hanging on, and I'm going to put them right inside there. Real easy. That way I can enjoy these things while I'm washing my dishes. So, now, let me rinse this thing off. You know, this is just a little old gadget. I think it actually goes to something. It has a label on it of Chef's Planet. But I think this goes to some kind of machine. And one of the workers put it in the red section there, not knowing at the thrift store, not knowing that it actually belonged to something. So, okay, well, I'm back in here now. And I'm going to sit down. Now, how's everybody doing? I guess I should ask that first. I hope everybody's well. And I didn't come on yesterday because I went really early to the office where I get your driver's license. And I wanted to change. I noticed that I had put my maiden name on my driver's license, and all these years I hadn't paid any attention. And I had the last name of Thayer on there, but it had my maiden name on it too. And so I went there and I brought everything, and I tried to see if they would give me a driver's license with my married name on there and no maiden name attached to it. Because for some reason, this AI now is kicking that out. Your tax name and your driver's license and everything else has to be in the same name. So that was what I was trying to correct. And I think I stayed there went to the first place and sat about an hour. Wrong place. Went to the next place in the town of Millington, is where I went, Millington, Tennessee. Uh, and I sat in there about 5 hours. And it was horrific. I can't even explain it. But here's the bottom line: what happened when it's finally my turn. Um, I had my birth certificate. I told y'all that my birth certificate was. I didn't get that till later in life because I really didn't know when I was born, the day. And on my birth certificate, it has my name is Catherine Landnet. And so the lady said, "Oh, I don't see a problem with taking that maiden name off your driver's license. That sounds fair." And okay, she's gonna go along with this. You never know. And she leans over to the next girl sitting close to her. And she says, "You don't think there'll be a problem with taking her maiden name off this driver's license, do you?" "Well, no, I don't think so. It's not supposed to be on there." Um, "But let me ask so and so." And so here he comes. It's a it's a man. It's a woman. It's a man. It's a woman. I don't know. Here it comes. Huge person. Man, woman, man, woman. I don't know. And I'm sorry if you feel the need to be that way, but stick with one. Be one thing. Don't be all of it because it's unattractive. Anyway, I'm going somewhere else here. She said, "Oh no," or he said, "Oh no, no, it's got to be exactly like your birth certificate." I said, "What?" I said, "That's not even my name, and you can see printed on there that I'm Kathleen. I'm not Catherine. No, we got to print that on there, and we got to print all that on there, Jones." I'm like, "What?" I said, "I'm 74 years old, and I haven't used that name since I was a young woman." And it's like, "It doesn't matter. We can't, we got to do it this way." I'm like, "It feels just a waste. That's just a waste of time." And of course, I would have to pay for it. "You're going to renew my driver's license?" She asked me well, since I was there, would I like to renew? And I said, yeah, but of course, that's money, more money. And I said, okay. So they're going to renew my driver's license in a name that's never been mine. I didn't even know I had. So I thought, this is crazy, crazy. So I left there with nothing. I left there with my old driver's license that has my maiden name on it. In the middle, I don't know what I was doing. I was transferring into a marriage, and I still had things listed in my maiden name. So I thought I was outsmarting myself and got my driver's license into Kathleen Jones Thayer. I thought I was being smart, but I was outsmarting myself. I messed up. But anyway, my taxes don't match my identification. So if you'll have an idea, I was thinking this morning, wondered if I had a passport. Can't remember. I have to go searching with the ID. It would be in, I guess, I'm not sure what name it'd be in. Because I travel a lot in my maiden name. Um, I would think you could get a photo ID for no reason. photo ID. I sat there for that 5 hours and I watched people come in. They gave them a piece of mail and a rental contract. That was their ID. They came in. They didn't have some of them didn't have a Social Security. Oh no, I don't have one. Oh well, that's okay. It's okay. Not everybody has one. And I'm like, what? What kind of ID do you have? You have any mail? Oh yeah, I guess. And here I come. I got a stack of cards that's got Kathleen Thayer on it. Okay, Medicare, voting cards, insurance companies. I got a load of little cards in my hand. I said, I got all these. This is to show you who I am. Oh no, mm-mm. No. I said, oh, maybe I should just brought some mail in, and would that have worked? And after all that, I had to leave with nothing, with an empty sack. So I've got to go back to the drawing board and see. Oh, there's more than one driver's license place, and I don't know where else I can go to get a photo ID. Now, I thought you used to could do it at the post office, but I don't think that's available anymore. I just need an ID with a photo with my name. So it's crazy. I mean, I came home and I was just distraught's a good word. Distraught. Disturbed is another word. Crazy. I couldn't even eat when I ate supper. I just got real nauseated. I hate people to be real stupid like that. So anyway, here's something interesting. Besides everybody going through in front of me, and I'm sitting there near the desk close, I can watch and hear everything. And I got some pretty good hearing. They're not IDing people correctly. I see why there could be illegal voting and illegal anything. And I asked them, this is something I did ask. I asked the he, she. I said, oh, I've done forgot it. Anyway, I was disturbed about all this. So I think I'm still disturbed, so I can't remember nothing. Oh my goodness. I just got to find a photo ID somewhere with my married name on it. If something happens to my husband, I don't know that I can get the money out of the bank or use the bank because I don't have a correct ID. And I need to address that. I need to take care of that. My reasoning for all of a sudden doing this was that I wanted to be paid for what I do on YouTube here. I think, it's fair that they pay me some. I know they're putting out commercials. I haven't looked, but I'm sure y'all are getting commercials. Um, I want to be paid for that. Of course, it's not much. I'm telling you, it's not much. If you're deciding to do this, it's not much at all. I think what I had these shorts made, these 3 shorts. I don't know. Y'all seen some of my short videos, and I made 1 cent off of each one. It's funny. I mean, it's really funny. And I've made 650-ish or maybe more. Uh, all of those, not much. They can't. They haven't sent me any money because I haven't made enough. They collect it up and then they'll send it to you. But they won't send it to you if you're taxed and your ID don't match. Oh, it's AI. It will kick you out. So, y'all get ready for that. Things that don't match. But I was able to get PayPal. Now, PayPal just took me right in because they are really a credit card company. I think they go through MasterCard. Um, but I don't know. I work for the sheriff's department, and they liked my IDs. They checked me out. Um, that's good play. I said, I retired from the sheriff's department, and they liked my IDs. Um, I don't know. I'll just have to dig around. Maybe I'll have something hanging around that has my last name on it, my married name. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'm not going to quit thinking and talking about that. It just really, I guess it comes down to when you do things right and you try to follow the rules, um, and act right, and people take advantage of you. But when you go somewhere and you lie and you make up things and they treat you right, oh, let me tell you about passing. I sat there over the area where they were taking the test because there was no place to sit, and each one would come back. The written test or the driving test, they would come back, and the in-desk person would tell them, you failed, or here's one, here's one of them. I'm going to pass you. I'm going to give you your license, but you got to, because you have to do a little better. You can't turn in somewhere from the middle lane. You really can't do that. Uh, Work on that, but I'm going to give you your license. That'll be $6. I'm like, $6? The next one came in, it was $4. The next one that came in, it was $5. The next one that came in was $140. So I'm like, you know, here's the guy. Okay, on the end where I was sitting, there's this machine sitting there. And you took an eye test. And I'm like, oh gosh, if they ever make me take an eye test, you know, I see better without my glasses, but my license says glasses. But I'm telling you, these people fail. Oh, you got that all wrong. You got every one of them and wrong. But I'm gonna give you a temporary for 6 months to drive, and you come back in 6 months. But get those glasses now. And I'm like, holy crap! He got all of it wrong, all of it wrong. And then the next one came. The guy says, "Oh, you read it wrong. Read from left to right." Okay, left to right, and he read right to left. He said, "Oh no, you. I'm gonna give you a temporary, but you need to take care of those eyes." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they really don't care here. It's just a hit and miss. It's not important. It's not important that you know the laws, or how to drive, or that you can even see. It's not important." And most of them had to have an interpreter. And this is they didn't even hire anybody that can interpret anything. Didn't know any Spanish. Nobody knew they were Spanish. Does anybody here know any Spanish? Can anybody speak Spanish? And so the guy says, I count numbers. He was the one getting the test. He said, oh, okay, good, you can do it. Come on, now tell me what they say. And then here's another guy that failed. Okay, I'm gonna spot the colors inside this box. And you tell me the colors. Okay. Yellow. Red. Oh, well, which one are you counting? Blue. How do you know I even got it right? You know? And I thought, this is crazy town in here. This is crazy town. America's going to hell. This ain't the way the testing centers are supposed to be. All these people need to be fired. All of them. Or go back to school to learn how to give people tags and license and oh, here's what I want to say. If you act like you got a problem, there was a couple of old people that came in there, and one old guy, bless his heart. Oh, he misunderstood everything they was telling him. So they got him the license right away. He had to renew. Took his photo, got him out of there quick. Got his money and the whole thing in about 15 minutes. And he had just came in the door. Here comes another old guy. Same thing. And me and my husband sitting there in about 4 hours. And I said, Vic, if you had act like something's wrong with you, we could have got out of here. And he looks at me like, I said, I know there's something wrong with you, but it's not showing to anybody. So I started talking to him like this. He thought it was funny. And so he starts doing it back, and I'm talking like he's the dummy, and I'm not. Lady jumps up from behind that high desk, and she said, y'all need to keep it down because they're testing. And here I am doing this. We're both, neither one of us are saying a word. We need to keep it down. And around the corner, kids are screaming, people are hollering, just carrying on. And it's drowning us out. So we're over there just playing because we've gotten stir crazy. And we looked at each other and I said, I apologize. I didn't know we were supposed to be quiet. I mean, I don't know what the motions are for not talking, but I was just making them up. They didn't know. They couldn't even speak Spanish, you know. But this world is just, it's gone. Nothing is correct. Nothing's correct. But hey, get ready. And I thought when I got up into my age, I didn't have to go back over there to that place. I thought I could just do it online or something like that. I didn't know I had to renew in there. I thought I had to renew, you know. But okay, I'll stop talking about it. I've got to stop talking about it. I've got to get positive, and I've got to figure out a plan. And when I get that plan, I'm going to show y'all that I made it. I've got to figure out a way to get a photo ID in my married name. So anyway, I think there's one more place that I haven't been that I can try it on right here in my town. That was my husband's idea to go to Millington. I don't live there. She said, you go over there to that other building by Walmart. I said, which one? She said, what do you mean, which one? And I'm like, uh-oh, this is Millington. They only have one. They have one of everything. So my husband said, I know where it is. I know. He didn't know where it was. Oh, God. Well, I talked for 25 minutes about myself and my poor, pitiful experiences, and I'm sorry. I should be more uplifting and cheerful. Oh, let me light my candle here. You know, I found out that if you light, light a candle and you just leave it on a little bit, and it and then you blow it out, it makes the little dips, and then when you light it again, it just keeps going down, and it wastes your candle. But if you let it burn a little bit before you blow it out, it'll stay level. And this one, as you can see, has stayed level. There's no dip in it, and it's got 3 wicks in it. So, but it's, you're not too old to learn something. Yeah. But I'm putting this on to control the soot and my fire alarm up there. That fire alarm there is connected to my house. It was installed with my security alarms. It's a it's for the fire, of course, and it's also for breaking glass. Uh, but anyway, um, I'm watching a coffee house. I quit. Don't want to watch so much fire since California is having a bad time, and it makes me sad. And I pray for those people. Uh, I've never lost a house to fire. I've lost a house. Um, had to walk away from my house twice, but never had one burn down. So um, I don't have that experience. But I would, I just feel for all those people. Nobody deserves that. Um, Now, I did watch that uh, meeting of where they were torturing that poor fellow trying to get a job working for the Pentagon. Uh, I thought those people were so mean. I think you can ask questions and stuff, and you don't really have to be like that. You don't have to be that mean. Uh, Getting off into personal life and all that stuff, you know, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was the Democrats, and if they had been anything, it wouldn't have mattered. I think there were 2 independents in it. Uh, just take my advice. Don't be a Democrat. Don't be a Democrat. They're mean. It was like they were possessed. They were possessed. And that lady, she's about as much Indian as I am, and it's just a little bit like one parent, one grandparent down the line or up the line. It's not enough to count, and it's not enough that you should get benefits from it. And my grandma was a 16th, 1/16th Indian, so that doesn't give me much. My mother and then me, it doesn't give much. Uh, I don't know. But anyway, I watched that when I came home. And I thought, this is a bad day for me. Things wasn't good where I was. I saw this DIE or DEI in action yesterday. And it's horrible. It's terrible. Um, Young people like that, treating other people like that. just, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, maybe when our time comes, it's our time over here on earth, maybe everybody's going to deserve it, for all the bad. Um, so I don't know. But there's always hope, isn't there? There's always there's hope. And uh, I don't know. But I do watch politics, and I do watch those people. And it's a whole nother world, isn't it? It's a whole nother place. And some people say, well, that's why I don't watch politics. Um, but I do, because they really affect me. They they affect me in my life. They try to change my life. And just like not getting that ID, I mean, what was I going to do? Like, sneak into a government building and steal documents? Or what was I going to do with that? I don't know. I had the opportunity there. They were actually giving me a free different ID. You know, I could have collected up another ID, and it was legal. So I don't know. I guess everybody's got their worlds. Sometimes when I see other people, and I think their world they're living in is so not my world. We're all walking around, and we're in different worlds. Um, Speaking of different worlds, I'm gonna talk just a minute or two more. Thank all of y'all for watching my bedroom tour. Man, it really jumped up. I'd never had a bedroom tour. I never had like that. I didn't expect that. Um, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. And I thought about it this morning. Uh, you know, I used to like to go over to a friend's or a neighbor's house or somebody I knew and look. You know, I didn't ever plunder through anybody's house. Unless they begged me to go somewhere, I'd go. But I never did that. I never went scrolling through anybody's house. That's their privacy. But I used to like to do it. Uh, I'd come home. I'm like, oh wow, her house looks so nice. It would give me encouragement, and so I'd get to clean in my house. If her house was clean, I'd get to clean in it, or if it was dirty, even, I'd get to clean in my house. Or I really like that style. It was I think I'm gonna try and do that. And I used to go out to my sister's when she was alive, and oh, she was good at decorating. Uh, and I just loved going. And I'd go in her bathroom, and I'd be in there long. I said, if you're wondering why I'm in your bathroom a long time, I just love it. I love that paint that's on the walls. It's just gorgeous. And that painting you have in there, I just love all that. If you're wondering why I was in there so long, I'm even staring at your soap. Uh, I guess that's a woman's thing. I guess us women, we like to do that. And but I wouldn't want to think that some of you may go over to somebody's house. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm not going back out there. Um, Now my sister, she had jealous tendencies. She's not my only sister, but she's the one that lived close to me. She had real jealous. Um, and she said, that's why I don't come to your house. I wouldn't be able to take it. I said, are you kidding me? You're just making an excuse. But anyway, here's how she would do me. I'd go to her house. Of course, I was working at the time, and I had some nice clothes on. And she'd call me back up, and she'd say, Ha ha. You had some new jeans on. I went and bought me 3 pair at Penny's, just like them. Or she'd call up and say, oh, I got me 3 pairs of sandals like you had. I got 3 pair and they're different colors. How about that? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. And I had told her, she said, where'd you get those sandals? I said, I got them over at the shoe store over there and they were discounted. That's how I buy my sandals. I used to buy them at the end of the summer. I'd go looking for sandals where everybody else was buying boots and full shoes. I was going buying sandals. And then when the end of the winter, I'd go buy the full boots. So I was just, I knew what I wanted, the style I wanted. But I would, you know, go to the nice stores, the real expensive stores, and get them discounted. Of course, I don't do that now. I go to the thrift store. But anyway, where'd you get those sandals? And I said, oh, over at the discount. Next day she called. She said, oh, I got me some sandals just like yours. Didn't get them at no discount though. I went over to Macy's. I'm like, okay, you know. She didn't see my house, but she uh saw my clothes. And oh, she was a character. She did come over here one time with her husband, which I love my brother-in-law. He's gone too. And she saw my garden in the front. I had lily turf laid out and, you know, periwinkles and all. She's like, I need to get me some of that lily turf. I said, hey, come back tomorrow with a shovel, or today you can use my shovel. And, you know, you can pull out lily turf. You can divide it off. You can share. In other words, you can share. Oh boy, she filled her trunk loaded, and I had so many blank spaces that I had to split and try to, you know, it don't really spread. It just kind of sits in a clump and looks beautiful when it blooms and all. So I had to break mine back up and put them in those places. Of course, that's all covered now through the years. But she took them and put them in her front around her little watering pot. And when I went over there, I said, oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. I'm glad you came over and got some. She was always envious of me. And of course, when my mother passed, she was on her dying bed. She said, besides telling me I was older than her, which was a lie, then she told me, you know, you've always been jealous of Linda. Stop being jealous of Linda. You know, and here she is dying. And I'm like, huh? Jealous of Linda? You know, I share with Linda. I'm not jealous of her. And anyway, I had to go along with my mother. Oh, you're right. I need to pray about that. I'll work on that, Mama. But I don't know how I got off talking about this. Do you? Um, I hope you are not. Let's get that crazy woman, because she's forgetful. I think she's got dementia, and she goes off on these rants about different things. It's crazy. It's hilarious. Come on, I want you to see this crazy woman. Drink some coffee. But today, I might not try to go back and get my idea yet. I'm going to ponder it, see how I need to make my next move. I don't know if I can fake it out and act sickly. I really don't. I could try. I mean, I know I look probably pathetic. Maybe I could bend over a little more. Um, I don't know what I could do. My husband won't cooperate. I mean, he's all stooped standing, so he looks pretty good. If we both could stoop and look pretty cane, I got a cane. There was a one-legged man, and bless his heart, he came in there. He got help right away. I mean, I could take my cane and act like I'm down in my back, which I am down in my back. But you know what? I came in there, and not one man wanted to rise up from their seat and give me their seat. Not one. I stood there. I finally, after about 2 hours standing, my husband kept saying, he said, I really can't stand anymore. I said, well, go out in the truck and sit, or go walk around outside. But he wouldn't do it. He said, no, I'm not leaving you in here. And so that's how we ended up so close to the testing area. Went over there, empty seats, nobody in there, and we sat down, near the edge of it. And that's how we were over there near the testing area and got fussed at. But anyway, I went right back to it, didn't I? But I'm that nosy neighbor. Now I'm going to get up and leave. And y'all can think, oh, gosh, she about talked me to death. Oh, I didn't think she was ever going to leave. Oh. Anyway, I guess what will I do here? Oh, I got my lights on. I'm always showing you my lights. They're like a flag, red, white, and blue, flashing. I'm into the new government. Well, here's to y'all, and I'm going to leave now at, oh my gosh, 42 minutes. So I'm going to go. This may be put on tomorrow. Who knows? But y'all take care. And I hope you don't run into what I ran in yesterday. Bye-bye.